Hello students, today we are starting with derivatives. In 11th standard we have already done derivatives, but there we have done only the basics of derivatives. So initially I will do the revision of what we have done in 11th standard. So here we start with basics of derivatives from 11th standard. We are going to do revision here. So first we will take all the important results. Here I have written all the results. Now from 1 to 6, the results are derivative of trigonometric functions. So as you know, we have following trigonometric functions: sine of x, cos of x, tan of x, cosec x, sec of x, and cot of x. Now we have already done d by dx of sine of x is cos of x. Now how does this come? This is done in 11th standard, that is by first principle, where you take sine of x as f of x and then you find f dash x. You take sine of x as f of x and then you find f dash x, which you get as cos of x. Now for finding f dash x, what you use? You use the first principle of derivative, that is f of x plus h minus f of x, that is f of x plus h, f of x plus h minus f of x the whole upon h, and you find the limiting value of this when h tends to 0. So this is all done in 11th standard. If you want to go for detail, you can refer to my notes which I have already given. Then we have d by dx of cos x, which is minus sin x, d by dx of tan of x, which is sec square x. I have already taught you what is meaning of d by dx. That is also given in notes. You can refer to that. D by dx of cosec x is minus cosec x multiplied to cot of x. D by dx of sec x is sec x into tan x. D by dx of cot x is minus cosec square x. These are 6 trigonometric functions. After that we have derivative of power function or variable raised to constant function. Now this power function is variable raised to constant function. This is x raised to n, x raised to n. Now here this x is referred to as variable, whereas n is a constant. Now why I call x as a variable? Because we are differentiating with respect to x. So this is now variable raised to constant. If suppose I have d by dn of x raised to n. Now what you see, the function is same as this, x raised to n, x raised to n, but it will no more be variable raised to constant. Why? Because this time you are differentiating with respect to n. You are differentiating with respect to n, because of which n will become a variable. Now this n will become a variable. N will become a variable. So this will become constant raised to variable. That will come later. So I just taught you d by dx of x raised to n is nx raised to n minus 1. I give an illustration for this. D by dx of x cube is 3 into x raised to 3 minus 1, which is 3x square. After this we have derivative of constant raised to variable function. Now constant raised to variable function is also known as exponential function. Constant raised to variable function is also known as exponential function. So that I'll teach you. So here we got d by dx of a raised to x. D by dx of a raised to x. A raised to x is constant. A is referred as constant and x is a variable. You know the reason why x is variable. Derivative of a raised to x is a raised to x into log of a. Then ninth is d by dx of e raised to x. This is again constant raised to variable, but then e is a specific constant. So d by dx of e raised to x will be e raised to x into log of e. But what happens is this base here is again e. Everywhere, whenever you do not write base, it is considered as e. So base is e, because of which this value will be 1. So you have got e raised to x as e raised to x into 1, which is equal to e raised to x. So d by dx of e raised to x is e raised to x. The 10th is d by dx of a constant, which is 0. K is a constant because it has got nothing in x. It is independent of x. What does it mean? It means that the changes in x will have no change in function. For whatever value of x, this function will always remain k. There is no k in this. There is no x in this. I'm sorry. There is no x in this. It is constant. Remember, d by dx of constant is 0. So after this we have d by dx of, then we have derivatives of some more functions using x raised to n, that is variable raised to constant, which you remember, what is it? What was it equal to? It was equal to n into x raised to n minus 1. So here we are using this result to write derivative of root of x. Now what does that mean? It means that root of x can also be written as x raised to half. I can always take it as x raised to half, which if I do and then I go in detail, which we have done in 11th standard. As I told you, these all results I am writing just for the sake of revision, so that we can venture into 12th standard derivatives, which is going to be started very soon. So x raised to half here is variable raised to constant, so I will get half x raised to half minus 1, which you simplify, you will get this. So when you have d by dx of root x, you will write directly d by dx of root x as 1 upon 2 root x. No need to write x raised to half and then go in detail. That is not required. Then you have d by dx of 1 upon x, which is once again, if you want, you can write 1 upon x as x raised to minus 1, which is again, see, variable raised to constant. N is minus 1. So you will have derivative as minus 1 into x raised to minus 1 minus 1. That is minus 1 into x raised to minus 2, which is minus 1 upon x square, which we are writing directly. So this you will take care of. Root of x and 1 upon x, we will call this as a square root function. This we will call it as a square root function, and this is reciprocal function. Then you have d by dx of log x is 1 upon x. This base is not written, as I told you, it is e, not to be written. It is e, and this is when the base is a, then its derivative is 1 upon x into log of a. The derivative of d by dx of log of x with base a is 1 upon x into log of a. This all we have already done. If you want more detailed explanation of this, you can refer to the notes given by me in 11th standard, or you can see this video again and again till you remember everything. Thank you.